Center in Los Angeles. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Thursday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
And looking at the Utah matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, last season, Paul George had a homecoming. He said, as a kid, I pictured playing in L.A., my parents being able to watch me at Staples. I'm not playing for the Clippers. This is home. I'm playing for the home team. It doesn't get any better than that. And Kevin, his family is backing him up. They show up to every game here.
Wow, what a story. David, thank you. And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up, Clark. Is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play, when to sit?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Wilson out there with Porter. And it's Wall. Then there's Bradley. And it's Wood in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Ibaka. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Rondo against Wall. To the middle. It's tipped. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. The shot by George, no good. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Suns.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
Left side, Ibaka. Back to Rondo. Clippers moving the ball around. Leonard looking around. Wilson grabs the board. Here we go, one-on-one. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Ibaka outside. Outside for Rondo. Three-pointer. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, when Rondo is at his most effective, he's setting up people, but he's also getting some points for himself on the perimeter. Then the passing lanes really open up for him, and he can give you real headaches when that happens.
And here's Wall. Rajon Rondo getting it to go from deep. Pass to Wilson. Porter in the corner. And it's Wall. That time the assist from Porter.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
Now here's Leonard. A 35-point game for him in the win against Phoenix.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you what, you can't even compare their numbers at the free throw line last season to the numbers this year. I mean, they are so much better.
The first one falls.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
For Houston, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Rondo against Wall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Leonard. Poked away. Porter with the steal. Feeds the Wall. And the layup's good off the glass. Wall's got 5.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Rondo, bounce pass. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Rockets have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Outside, Wall. The pass to Porter. Here's Wood. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Let's take a look at DeMarcus Cousins' numbers. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 10th in steals, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Now, here's George. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Here's Cousins. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. 5th best, the Rockets.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Throws it up high.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
The quick look, no good that time. The Rockets have gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
The first free throw is good. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Here is Rondo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Now, here is Morris. Trailing by 4. A nice shot by George.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
And so it's Houston with it after Paul George getting his 3 to go.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. Yep, that one goes in there. Now Wall. There's the lob to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the vision and understanding Wall has in pick-and-roll situations is second to none. So many of his teammates have become better shooters because of Wall's perfect passes out of that set.
And so here are the Clippers following the score by Houston. And that one's good. Leonard.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Outside, Wall. The kick out to Porter. Shoots over Leonard. Morris with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. Trailing by 2. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
George, no good. Rockets have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Wilson kicks to Porter. Passes it to Bradley. The kick out to Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got 7 points in the game.
And you could see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. 4-point game. Rondo's scanning the floor. Here's George. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. George has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
When PG-13 is feeling it, he can be an absolute monster from mid-range.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Boy, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Reggie Jackson's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Here's Jackson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Pass to Zubac. Jackson looking around. 6 on the shot clock. That shot, no good. And the Rockets take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys, and that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
And it's Beverly missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Clippers trail by 6. Bounce pass from Beverly. Now, here is Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside. Here's House. Back to Gordon. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Let's see some numbers here on Kennard. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 6 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And playing with the reserves, he might not get the minutes he'd like, but you sense that hunger to improve.
Well, you know, he stated that he wants to improve, but until that actually happens, he'll continue to come off the bench.
And the first one drops.
Really appreciate the all-around game of Gordon. He's an underrated defender, but a dynamic scorer.
All free throws good from Eric Gordon.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end.
Here's Gordon. The Clippers getting the bucket. Pass to Augustine. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jackson down low, defended by Gordon, and that one drops. And now it's just a 4-point Rocket lead.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Gordon dishes to Augustine. Olynyk inside, working on Zubac. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Now, here is Morris. Tight defense on him. Jackson has the open look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
The quickness of Reggie Jackson, terrific. Superb at slicing apart the defense with his drives to the rack.
1:52 left to play in the first. Here's Gordon. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
1:41 left to play here in the first. Outside Jackson. Offline with his 3.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Beverly, the pass to Jackson. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Gordon against Morris. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now, here's Zubac. His last outing, he had 8 points. Jackson, that's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Augustine from outside gets it to go from beyond the arc. Augustine's got 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
With 2 seconds left, and no good. And so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together, we move the ball, we make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
We've got Luke Kennard. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Jackson in at the 2 guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. The free throw drops for Gordon. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Exum following the score by Reggie Jackson. Now the pass to Gordon. Puts up a 3. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Clippers trail by 7. Here's Jackson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Jackson's got 10 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Jackson against Gordon. Down low, stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Here's Kennard. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Rockets leading by 3. To the paint. House kicks to Augustine. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Olynyk. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly
Augustine against Beverly. Lets it go with a three. No good that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Zubac. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 5. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Cousins finds Zubac. Rebound by Olynyk. The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The shot by House is no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. George is checked in for Jackson. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Wilson, he's checked in for the Rockets. Wall comes in for DJ Augustine. Now here's Rondo. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Left side, George. Wilson with the block.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
The shot by George, wide open. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Nice release on the shot. George has put a lot of work into his mechanics, and I like the way he continues to impress from beyond the arc.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
For Houston, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Now here's Rondo. Outside, George from the arc, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Hey, you can't forget about this now. Rondo's averaged double-digit assists multiple seasons. As good a passer as any in this league.
Wall against Rondo. Wall passes to Wood. The kick out to Porter. Now here's Wilson. Outside Bradley. 5 on the clock. Passes to Wall. Takes a 3. The Rockets again can't hit. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
LA's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And then Cousins with the dunk. Cousins has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
It's Wall with the drive. Here's Wilson. No good. Nice D from Cousins. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-5 run. And it's George missing. Houston's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Porter. Wall's got 5 points now this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. George finds Rondo. Back to George. Pass to Ibaka. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Porter, here we go. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. George with the ball. 11 points in the game. Ibaka outside. Los Angeles with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Outside Bradley. Paul George with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. George has got the ball. Rondo's shot is off. Rockets leading by 4. Wall taking his time here. Wall draws the double. Here's Wilson, and the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Now here's Wall. He's got 12.
And in this quarter, they just haven't had the success from beyond the arc that they began the game with.
Right side Leonard. Here's the 3. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Leonard's got 13.
Leonard has really become so good at catching and firing. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense any time to alter his shot.
Wall attacking. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And he recovers it. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Wall nails both of them. And here's Rondo. Ibaka outside. He kicks to George. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Boy, when George is this aggressive with his offense, it's a sight to behold when he gets rolling. Just get out of the way and let him have the marquee.
Now here's Wall. 29 points for him last game against San Antonio. On the wing, Porter. In the corner, Bradley with it. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. Outside Bradley. Drops one in from the wing.
Set one.
Clippers trail by 3. Outside Leonard. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen, can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And it's tied up with that one. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. Pass to Wood. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wood's got 5 now.
And time again, Wall puts himself in a position to attack. Just a great job of creating offense for himself or his teammates.
Now here's Leonard. 16 points for him. Over Porter. That one wide left.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Wilson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
First free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Leonard. With his average of more than 32 points a game, he's giving opponents nightmares with his firepower. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's Wood, and finished off by Wood.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Sure. That one a little long. Rockets leading by 6. Ahead. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Leonard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 3 assists now in this one. Timeout called, the Rockets. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And a switch here also for Houston. DJ Augustine's checked in for Avery Bradley. Goes up, slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on John Wall.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Houston in the lead. Now Wall. He's got 14. Here's Jackson. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
He shot well from the line tonight, going 4 for 5. And that one falls for John Wall. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for George. And so Wall nails both of them.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
Now here's Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Jackson against Augustine. Jackson misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Augustine looking around to the inside. Wood. And finished off by Wood.
And Augustine has run the pick and roll countless times. I mean, he's very comfortable threading the needle in these sets.
Here's Jackson. 15 points in the game.
And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experienced, calming effect veteran he is.
Here's Beverly, following the basket by John Wall. Jackson with the bounce pass. Shoots from the right block. And Cousins kicks to Morris. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
For Los Angeles, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins, and it's Kennard in for Kawhi Leonard. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Now here's Beverly. And there's the pass to Zubac. He dishes it to Jackson. Another shot. Back to Zubac. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Zubac has got 6 points.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Wall. From downtown. Rebounded by Jackson. Now here's Kennard. His last outing, he had 8 points. Outside Jackson over Augustine. And that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. John Wall getting it done for the Houston Rockets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, and making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a great half of basketball from John Wall. He had 18 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, it's easy to see why they've been the better team offensively. They've been shooting the lights out of the ball. They're running their strong offensive system and making the most of every good shot that they get.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets. Wilson out there with Wood. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Porter. And it's Wall in at the point. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside Leonard. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. And it's Wall with the ball for the Rockets. Wilson with it. Kicks it to Wall. Wall draws the double. And here's Bradley from three. The Clippers grab the miss. Cousins has got his sixth rebound on the night. Leonard with no one around. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Houston in the lead. Down low. Here's Wilson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers trail by 4. Outside, George. To the paint, here's Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Wall against Rondo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Free throw line numbers for him, 6 of 7.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
Cash money at the stripe. ATM not wasting any of those chances. You know, he's been one of those players they've wanted on the line as much as possible this season, especially in close games, guys.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Rondo passes to Leonard. Teardrop shot. That shot is off.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Bradley drives in, and the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Olynyk, he's checked in for the Rockets. And so it's Houston with it. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Bradley. First trip to the line for him here.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%. So no doubt he's pleased with that.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year.
Take a
His
break.
percentage has
Take a break.
taken a little jump compared to last season.
First one falls for him. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Gordon's checked in for Houston. And so Bradley nails both of them. And here's Leonard. 18 points for him. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the Rockets making a change here. House is checked in. Here's George. 13 points in the game. Here's Gordon. Inside, here's Porter, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka.
Mercy, mercy me. Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick. Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Houston.
A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
The Clippers have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Porter.
One shot.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Pass to Bradley. Back to Gordon. It's stolen by Rondo. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Exum.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
LA has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Ibaka outside. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And he takes that one up and powers it through. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Here's Rondo, following the score by Houston. To the middle, here's Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dante Exum.
Opponents are physical with Kawhi just about every game. But as forceful a player as he is, he just doesn't seem to mind one bit.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Rockets trail. Paul George with the steal. And George with the stuff.
Hey, and George really is one of the better dunkers in the league. Actually, one of the best. He's creative. He's got great bounce, excellent length, and pretty creative every time he gets a chance to throw it down.
Now, here's Exum. No points in the game yet for him. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. DJ Augustine's checked in for the Rockets. Now a timeout called by Houston.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Rockets trail by 3. Outside Gordon. Back to Augustine. House kicks to Augustine. Over to the wing. Here's Exum. The Rockets again can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Bounce pass from Ibaka. And that one is good from Zubac. Zubac has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now, here's Olynyk. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. House the pass to Gordon. He kicks it to Exum. Shot clock at 5. A step-back shot here. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Here's the Clippers. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Ibaka. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Size and athleticism, two things you can't teach, helping Ibaka own the boards that time.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
The free throw drops for Ibaka.
And back in 08, Ibaka became the first player ever from the Republic of Congo to be drafted in the NBA.
Now here's Gordon. 6 points for him. To the inside, Exum. And the rejection by Ibaka. Here's George. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Houston Rockets. It's a 10-point game. Inside, here's Olynyk to stop the drought. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And he gets it back. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Ibaka hits both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And Clark, because of COVID, the timeline for this season has been altered. Are you ready for more summer basketball?
Man, I tell you what, Kevin, I'm not sure. I've always been a proponent of the season being shorter at the NBA level. I know it's impossible. The toothpaste is out of the tube in terms of obligations on the media front. But I think the league would be better served starting a little bit later, ending sooner. If summer basketball has to happen at the NBA level, I would hope it's the last time we have to do deep summer basketball. I think it's more of a winter sport that trickles into the late spring versus being a summer game at the pro level.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now Gordon. He has 6.
I see him.
Olynyk trying to break loose, and it's Gordon missing. Los Angeles leading by 12. And here's Leonard from 3. Sinks the triple. Leonard's got 26 points.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting 1.
Well, you certainly can't fault him as the reason they're behind. He's been on target and on top of his game.
One shot.
Los Angeles has gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Now here's Leonard. Defense is right there. They grab their own miss. Bucket is good. Ibaka's got 7 points in the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Clippers leading by 12. Beverly the pass to Morris. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Houston. Here is House. 13 points in the game. Pass to Olynyk. Gordon inside. Kennard covering. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Shooting 1.
Boy, that's considerable concentration from the veteran Gordon there. His strength is what allowed him to make that happen.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Houston also making some changes. Christian Woods checked in for Olynyk, and it's Wilson in for Exum.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Clippers leading by 9. There's the pass to Leonard. Over House. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half. Gordon against Kennard. And it's Gordon penetrating, and the layup falls.
Love seeing Gordon work in the pick and roll. Great at pulling up to shoot once the screen comes his way.
Now here's Beverly. Kennard finds Cousins. Morris right side. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got 6 assists here tonight.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Cousins plays inside with an attitude that says, you want to stop me? Give me your best shot.
Gordon with it. 13 points in the game. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Houston. Beverly for three, and he's good on the three ball. Beverly's got his second basket of the night.
And Beverly is very consistent from outside, solid at hitting the three ball when given the opportunity to shoot it.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Passes it to Wood. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Cousins. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
4-on-3 break, and Kennard wide open. He shoots. Had the space there, but it's offline. Rockets trail by 12. Augustine passes to Wood. Back to Augustine. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. And then for Houston, Kevin Porter comes in for Daniel House. And it's John Wall in for Eric Gordon.
One shot.
A free throw drops for Augustine.
And, you know, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
Beverly feeling it out a bit.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Out left to the wing. Wood finds Augustine. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Wall. And here's Augustine. He's got 12.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
The open shot by Kennard. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Rockets trail by 9. Here's Wall. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
You know, one of the things I like about Walton is he really takes on the defense, plays down here. When he's driving inside, he is committed to scoring over the defense.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Cousins, no one around him. No good on the triple. Houston's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And Wall kicks to Wood. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 5th assist in this one. Jackson against Augustine. Here's Cousins. Wood with the block. And they're able to recover. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Marcus Morris. Jackson is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's George in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Who's watching him?
Rondo against Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Tell you one thing, it's a bonus to have a guard who can flush it like that. I mean, Wall gets up high on these jams.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. And here's George for 3. That one's not going to go. And it's Houston the other way.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And he comes up with the deuce. Wall's got 25 points in the game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's George. Following the basket by John Wall. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in.
And every single season, Paul George has kicked his game up another level. I think he's a premier two-way forward who gets it done at both ends.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Porter. And here's Wilson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Los Angeles leading by 4. Now George. Here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Wall attack.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
And how about Wall? Just phenomenal at taking it to the defense with that lightning quick first step.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Wall. Down low. And finished off by Wood.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Rondo passes to George. Goes up to the stripe. They get it back. Cousins throws it down.
That's not too difficult for DeMarcus Cousins now. I like that he doesn't settle for the layup there. Instead, throws it down.
Wall against Rondo. Here's Wilson. Here's Wall. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. George, that's a 2-pointer. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead.
Check out the vision from Jackson. Doesn't have to make the flashy play, just wants to make the right play.
A nice shot by Wall.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor. Bradley against Jackson. There's the dish to Cousins. Good work there as it goes. Cousins has got 6 points in the quarter.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Wall passes to Bradley. Back to Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Wall has hurt him in every way possible tonight. He's got firepower that really only a few guys in our league possess.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Serge Ibaka is checked in for the Clippers. Leonard comes in for Jackson. And a switch here also for Houston. Olenek's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
And here's Wall. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Wall with a block.
A stellar all-around defender. Wall enjoys rising up and denying shooters.
Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
One shot.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. To the paint. And it's denied. Down low. Here's Bradley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Bradley. And so Bradley nails both of them. So it's the Clippers now. They lead by 4. Rondo against Wall. Over to the left wing. Here's Leonard. Here's Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Inside, and it's sent back by George. Rondo wide open, and a miss there on the triple.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Here's Leonard. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Bradley passes to Olynyk. The Rockets with another miss. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Clippers leading by 5. Outside Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Olynyk.
Two.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Wall. Wall draws the double. On the wing, Porter. The pass to Wilson. Back to Porter. Over Morris. Another miss by Houston. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Now here's Porter. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist here tonight. Los Angeles leading by 7. To the middle. Here's Rondo. Wilson grabs the board. Wilson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
The first one falls. Wood, he's checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for Bradley. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
Here's Gordon. Porter in the corner. That one no good. Great D that time from Leonard. Outside Rondo. In the corner, George with it. Clock at 6. Out to the right wing. A 3 from Leonard. Wall grabs the board. Wall's got his 5th rebound in this one. On up the court. And the basket by Gordon.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. I mean, he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Now here's Rondo. Ibaka outside. It's hauled in by Wood. Rockets trail by 7. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Clippers leading by 6. Rondo kicks to Leonard.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Gordon very physical with the defense, solid at creating chances for himself to get to the line.
He's off on the first. so neither attempt will fall that time for him. Los Angeles has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
And a wide open look for Porter. Misses off the right iron.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
To the inside, Morris. Basket good.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and they're finishing through the contact.
Here's Wall, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Wall's got 15 points here in the second half.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Leonard with the ball. Shot from the top of the key, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Rockets trail by 8. And here's Wall. From deep three-point range, the Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night. The 3 from George. The Rockets pull it in. Now Wall. Kicks it to Porter. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's George. The offensive rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Eric Gordon, and he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Wall. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. George looking over the floor. He kicks to Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. From 12 feet out. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Wall tries again. Here's Wood. Poke loose. Rondo with the steal. On the wing, George. Here's Ibaka. Misses from short range. Rockets trail by 12. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Here's Rondo, following the score by Houston. Passes it to Leonard. Up top, Ibaka. It's good from about 19 feet. Ibaka's got 4 points in the quarter.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Los Angeles.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
and they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
You know, no matter what happens next time they meet, I think this was the biggest game they'll play against each other this season. Getting that 2-1 advantage means so much.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kawhi Leonard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Kennard's shot is off. Here's Houston now. They trail by 11. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And Porter drops them both. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now here's Jackson. It's stolen by Brown. From deep. Misses. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Paul, you guys dialed up the defense in this one. What were some of the adjustments you made?
Well, we're starting to pressure up. You know, we're starting to use our hands. You know, a team like that, you can't let them be comfortable. And we're doing a great job of just, you know, taking away their airspace.
Well, the defensive fundamentals got you through this one tonight, man. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.